Tasked with the job of encountering life or death situations, cops are left with little or no room for mistakes. But what happens when cops arrest the wrong person or make the wrong call?
How you doing, sir? How you doing? What's your name, man?
Let's start things off with the highly controversial case of Patrick Bumford. In February 2016, 24-year-old Patrick Bumford had just gotten back home. He was sitting in his car when two police officers confronted him claiming there is a warrant for his arrest. What the cops didn't realize, though, is that the warrants were for a completely different man by the name of Michael Bernard Clay, who had an outstanding warrant. But this didn't seem to bother them, as what happened in a matter of minutes was just shocking.
We probably need to talk.
44 calling, one be a master meeting.
Stand up.
Patrick finds himself understandably on edge. Despite his nerves, he promptly provides the officers with his name. However, shockingly, they choose not to believe him. Instead of requesting identification or attempting to confirm his identity through standard procedures, they opt for this instead.
Stand up. Turn around, put your hands in the car.
What I do? Man, what I do? Y'all ain't telling me what I do, man.
Dude, you got a warrant, dude. You got a warrant.
He just came back from his probation. Came back from my probation officer.
Get your hand off the wheel.
I got it for you. No, man.
Amidst the commotion with the officers, Patrick could be heard as he asked to see the warrant that the officer claims to have for him.
Guess what?
Get your
Show me the
Three.
warrant.
Come out.
Show me the warrant.
2. All right, take him. Get off.
In a mere 38 seconds from their initial contact, the police swiftly issued the command to use a taser on him. The police contended that Patrick was provided with multiple fair opportunities to cooperate with the officers, but he declined and even actively resisted, including physical resistance. Because of his resistance, they were left with no choice but to stun him.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Y'all better leave me alone, cousin. All right, move, Fox, move! Handcuff him now! Handcuff him! You're gonna get it again!
But even after tasing and getting Patrick under control, it looks like the cops aren't quite done with giving him a rough time. Just a bit more to come.
He keeps reaching for his back.
The cops decide to search Patrick, thinking he might be reaching for a weapon. But as expected, they come up empty-handed, finding nothing more than his wallet. Turns out, this turned out to be a lucky break for Patrick because inside his wallet, the cops found his ID.
Quit resisting!
I got it, guys. Just get search whatever he's going for.
I ain't got nothing, man.
Okay.
Give my wallet, man.
Wallet, back pocket.
Remember, the cops never asked Patrick for an ID or any sort during the initial interaction. In a later report, the cops mentioned their concern that Patrick might have been reaching for a weapon as he was shuffling around in the car. Would you feel comfortable with him reaching into his back pocket for a wallet? Right from the start, Patrick wasn't given the opportunity to properly identify himself. Now the cop is talking down to him, telling him he got into a situation he didn't need. And on the top of it all, he's still being handled roughly and pushed onto the hood of the patrol car.
Okay, dude. Here's the deal, dude.
How long I had a warrant?
I don't know if you got a warrant, because you're not who I'm looking for, but here's the deal. When I ask you for ID because you look a lot like the person we're looking for...
Man, y'all is hell. Ow!
Okay, when we ask you for ID because you look a lot like the person we're looking for that's living at this address,
Oh, Lord.
you give us ID. And when you start this whole fighting nonsense, dude, you caught yourself a charge you didn't need to catch, man. All you had to do is give me this.
But the way you came up, asked me out of nowhere.
For the record, Michael and Patrick do not look anything alike in appearance. Even the witnesses who were present on the scene could attest to that. But the cops apparently saw so many that they were comfortable with discharging a weapon at Patrick.
Yeah. Guess what he's looking for? What? You already know.
Tell him. Who does he look a lot like? He knows who it is. Michael?
He is not
Okay, I know that now. But when I walk up there and ask him,
My name's Patrick. No, Patrick. Y'all didn't have no right.
We actually do have a right, sir.
You should have came to the house owner and asked if Michael's here.
Okay.
Yes. And then besides
The picture we got,
they look exactly.
they look a good bit alike, man. To you, maybe not, man, but to the picture we have,
Michael's your son?
Does Michael stay here?
Oh, wow. I'm looking at that picture. I mean,
It's not far off. Okay, are we wrong?
you're not
And he
wrong.
doesn't want to give us his ID.
Why you just didn't cooperate? Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. I'm pissed.
Initially, Patrick was facing charges of obstruction and violating probation, putting his job and college enrollment in jeopardy. However, there was a silver lining. An internal investigation into the actions of the 4 officers present revealed that they had failed to follow proper procedure. As a result, all 4 officers were suspended, and Patrick received a settlement of $100,000 as compensation.
Go there and get Western Union, and they know me.
Hey, you.
What? Oh my God! Oh my God! You
A Valdosta officer responded to a 911 call of a panhandler outside a pharmacy. He sees Antonio Smith walking down the street and approaches him.
About suspicious activity, man.
Suspicious activity? What? Where about?
They say they got someone.
View that camera.
I told them what I was doing.
Oasis Signs right here next to the.
Antonio explains to the cop that he was waiting for his sister to Western Union him some money and that he's a frequent visitor there.
I was waiting for my sister to Western Union me some money. I always go there and get Western Union, and they know me.
Hey, you.
The officer asks for Smith's ID, where he hands over to the cop, asking what the cops were doing. The cops replies saying they are investigating suspicious activities in the area.
You got your ID on you?
Yes, I got my ID. What are you guys doing?
We're out here investigating suspicious activity,
Well,
sir.
I'm not doing anything. I've been around cameras, so I ain't been doing nothing.
All right. So what were you doing over there after?
As Antonio was answering the cop's question cooperatively, another officer by the name of Sergeant Bill Wheeler approaches Antonio from behind and grabs Smith's hand. Smith could be heard asking what the officers are doing. In the footage, it was obvious Smith was in shock and wasn't resisting in any way.
Don't
Call
try me
who?
like this. Call my sister in Florida. Don't do this. What are you doing? Oh my God! What are you doing?
The whole, which quickly moved to a violent body slam by the cop in a matter of seconds, left Antonio crying and screaming for help. More officers run over to where Smith is held down and join in the manhandling.
What are you doing?
Put your hands behind your back.
Like you told.
Put your
What
hands.
are you doing? Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, please.
Put your hands.
Doing anything.
Smith is held to the ground, handcuffed, and arrested with his wrist fractured.
Oh my God. Jesus. Oh my God. You broke my wrist. Oh my God.
Stop.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he might be broke.
Oh Jesus. Oh my God. 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 Oh Jesus. Oh, it hurt. Oh my God.
Yeah, hold on, relax.
Please, sir. Oh God.
Almost immediately, they had Antonio where they wanted him. And the most shocking thing happened.
You have a warrant for your arrest, please.
Hey, this was the guy with the warrants over there.
Oh, what did you do?
Huh?
The moment of realization dawned on the officer's face. Not just that they had mistakenly arrested the wrong person, but that their actions had also led to a fractured wrist for the innocent individual. It was a mix of shock, guilt, and a tinge of regret that played across their faces.
There's 2 different people. Because they pointed this guy out to me.
Okay, I got you. So anyone told about Officer 27 and 29 through Florida OLM, please.
This on play. That's where we're
Sierra 530 001 74 0050.
Because any of this body movement is going to make your wrist hurt, you understand?
In her latest statement, Antonio Smith's attorney, Nathaniel Hager Brooke, says the officer arrested the wrong man. Police say the sergeant thought Smith was someone else officers had stopped around the same time in response to the 911 call, except that man had warrants out for his arrest. Antonio Smith filed a lawsuit against the Valdosta Police Department, saying officers used excessive force and violated his civil rights. A spokeswoman for the Valdosta City Hall, Ashlyn Johnson, confirmed the settlement offer in exchange for $350,000 and the creation of the Citizens Review Board. It says Smith would drop all claims in this lawsuit. Nathaniel Hagenbrook, one of Smith's attorneys, said he was still reviewing the proposal. He said the creation of a citizens panel to help oversee the Valdosta Police Department had been Smith's top priority in the lawsuit.
Hey, buddy.
In Volusia County, a deputy was on the lookout for a burglar when he unexpectedly crossed paths with Joseph Griffin. To his surprise, Griffin appeared to be a near-perfect match to the description provided for the suspect the deputy was seeking.
If you're not in any trouble or anything, there is a burglary that happened. You kind of fit the description. Let me just make sure that you're not him, okay? All right.
I'm a vet. I have my ID.
Okay. Can I see your ID? Yeah. You literally, they said white tank top, black shorts.
The officer is clearly mindful of the potential challenges in this encounter, particularly if it turns out that Joseph Griffin is not the individual he's searching for. With this in mind, he approaches the situation with caution and makes every effort to find an amicable resolution rather than exasperating the tension.
I'm not saying it's you, but it was a black male. Again, not saying it's you, buddy. 48 to 40.
This approach reflects a commitment to maintain a level-headed and professional demeanor throughout the interaction. Joseph politely informs the police officer that he's live streaming the interaction to ensure his own safety before complying with the detention.
All right, buddy. Listen, just bear with me, okay? Because you fit the description. I'm not saying you're guilty, but my sergeant's telling me to detain you. That's my sergeant.
The officer reassures him that he's not under arrest and won't be facing any charges. Their intention is simply to prevent any potential escape in case he turns out to be the suspect they're seeking.
It's just that you fit the description. They're gonna verify for me. Look. I even put you where. Look, okay?
Y'all better raise hell.
Yep. And by the way, look, I'm live too. I even got recorded. Is this?
Where are you driving from, bud? 522 South Annapolis Drive. That's one of my homes. I own a couple of homes down here.
Oh, okay.
Again, like I told you, we're not saying it's you, but you fit the description. That's why I'm detaining you. If it's not you, we're gonna cut you loose and you're free to go, okay? But I just want you to see through us why, literally they stole something right now and we just want to verify it's not you, okay?
The police officers made sincere efforts to ensure Joseph felt at ease during the encounter. However, it's not difficult to empathize with the immense stress he must have felt. Confronted with the presence of over 3 patrol vehicles and multiple officers at the scene, despite the intense pressure, Joseph remarkably maintained his composure and displayed unwavering respect throughout the ordeal. This highlights the challenging dynamics that can unfold in such situations. Individuals must navigate a delicate balance between their rights and cooperation with law enforcement.
Like I said, we're looking for him and we just want to make sure it's not you. If everything's good to go, we'll cut you loose. You're out of here. You fit the description.
Black with a beard, white shirt,
white tank top, orange, black shorts, black shoes. Is there any? Do we need to even go further than that?
Sounded like wrong place, wrong time, man.
That's what I was telling him. Literally, if he's free to go, if he's not the one, we'll cut him loose.
Yeah, man, we're gonna work something out real quick. Get somebody come over here real quick just to make sure. But the good news is they come off as easy as they go on. So that's it. And I apologize for the inconvenience. But
just think of it. If it was your home, right, we'd be doing the same.
Unfortunately, you literally fit the description like 99%. So. You might just have to be that 1% that...
I run this street all the time.
I was gonna say, you look like you're in pretty good shape, so...
After just 10 minutes of waiting, they heard back from the witness who had just received a picture of Joseph.
So good news for you. The witness is saying that the clothes you're wearing and all that doesn't fit the description.
Oh, was that her in the back of that car?
Yeah, it's called a show up. So we got a picture. Again, he's gonna run it through, make sure it's not you, and from what it looked like, buddy, you'll be out of here, okay?
Cool.
All right. Well, look.
Hey, can one of y'all?
A show-up is a method of identification where witness is presented with a single suspect and simply asked if that's their person. It's also worth mentioning that when looking for a suspect at large, police will only receive a quick rundown of the suspect's appearance. Adding extra detail can create confusion and even cause cops to let the perpetrators go if they miss something small. This is why the descriptions may seem vague and lead to false positives, just like this one was starting to look like.
Wait. We are not discriminating. You literally matched the description. We did a show up.
What's your name, man?
Joseph.
Joseph. Hey, man, listen, Jake. Just want to say thank you for keeping a cool, good demeanor. We just got the picture finally from the witness, and I get why they went out with you for sure. Clearly not you, but the clothing description, everything matched. So obviously these guys didn't have that to go with. They just had a description and he matched it pretty good. But once we finally got the picture from the video surveillance and stuff, it was like, nah, that's not it. That's why I told him, like, get him out of here. I appreciate you being cool and understanding. I get it. It's not cool. It's not
In a swift turn of events, Joseph was allowed to continue on his way back to his wife and daughter, and no further action was taken against anyone at the scene. Subsequently, the actual suspect in question was located and apprehended later that same day.
J-E-R-N-A-I-N-E.
Middle initial? What's your date of birth?
8672.
The incident showcased the importance of effective communication and swift resolution in law enforcement. Thank you for joining us today. This is a stark reminder that even in the world of law enforcement, errors can occur. If you found this video informative, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this.